Hello everyone, we okay? Been watching your comments, yes? Just getting all set up, you caught me out there. Oh, I haven't taken my body warmer off, how unprofessional. It is a bit chilly though, isn't it? Is everybody's nose a bit, you know? Weather's changing. Anybody put the heating on yet? No, not yet, we're holding out, we're all holding out. Good afternoon everyone, my name is Tony Darrick and welcome to the How to Craft Network studio, the best place in the world. Come and get some inspiration. Oh, we've got a lady on from Australia. Where's this lady? Oh, hi, Wendy from Australia. Welcome to the channel. Oh, all of our friends are saying hello too. Welcome to the channel, sweetheart. If you're not a subscriber, make sure you click that subscribe button. We're always live most days where possible, and you're always going to get some inspiration. And today is no exception. We're going to play with Quattro, of course. Of course. And I'm going to show you how we can build up our design and make a wow factor card. So, you know, we do clean and simple, and the design team mix it up and sometimes do a little bit of mixed media with inky things like that. Well, I'm going to do sort of a decoupage card today with lots and lots of dimension. Now, this card probably will not go in an envelope, but I just want to show you some alternative ways to use Quattro. You've bought it, you've paid for it. Let's use it in some different ways as well. So there is a little bell notification. If you want to click that, that'll give you the half-an-hour notice every time we do go live. And if you are not a subscriber, why not? You need to click that subscribe button. It's a lovely place to come and get some lovely inspiration with a nice smile, of course. Also on your screen, you can see that lovely QR code that gives you all of the updates when we're live, show times. So be sure to scan that code from your TV or your device or your phone. How do you scan it from your phone when you're on your phone? But you know what I mean. It's absolutely there for you so you can keep up to date with all of the times and the shows moving forwards. I've got a busy week this week. You're going to see a lot of me this week. We have some HSM product previews. We have birthday product previews. We're live again on Monday on Create and Craft for birthday, which is the second part of our birthday event. So lots going on. So stay tuned for those shows as well. And I'll pop as much as I can on social media to keep you all up to speed. Second thing I want to tell you all about is obviously we were closed on Monday for our fabulous Queen to show our respect, but all of the orders did start to leave the door yesterday, Tuesday, and today. We have the lovely delivery service coming today to pick up over 2,000 parcels. So we're nearly halfway through, which is incredible. So if you will be getting those notifications today, and I can't wait for you all to get your lovely goodies. Please do be patient though. The girls are working as fast as possible to get these orders out of the door. We've put a bit of pressure on. We're all getting involved as well because on Monday we have the second part of birthday. So that's going to take some time to get out the door as well. So please be patient if at all possible. You are definitely going to get your goodies. I have seen them all. The girls are working incredibly hard. So let's do a quick shout out, then we'll get straight into demo. So hello. Hi all from Maryland, Linda Armstead. Lovely for you to join us. Shout out, what's the weather like? Let us know. We'd love to know what the weather's like. Lovely Sarah's on. Did you see Sarah's show yesterday, the workshop? Check that out. We do encourage you to flick between shows as well on our YouTube channel. There is so much inspiration. Some of them are an hour long, some are 20 minutes, some are sped up videos at 1 minute. You can get so much inspiration. So check out that one. So we have Kathy, Audrey Irvine, Shaz Canabia. Oh, wow, 2,000 orders is only half. I know, it's incredible. Thank you so much. I can't wait for you to get them all. Hi, Joe. Hi, Wendy. Hi, Jackie. Hi, Denise Rigatano. Hi, sweetheart. What's the weather like? I'll tell you now, the weather's changing here in the UK. I'm getting a funny nose. Jackie from Edinburgh. So let's get straight into show as well. I'm going to play with our new ink, so hopefully if you did buy the inks, this is a little inspirational video as well, which will be linked onto the QR code for our special inks as well. Oh, who's got mince pies already? Oh, stop right now, mince pies. Wendy Dello. Let's have a look. Hi, Sarah. Yes, I'm in Victoria, Pennsylvania on Gippsland Lakes. Sounds very nice. We have a public holiday for the Queen tomorrow, 10 p.m. here now. Oh, that's fantastic. Rainy and cool in Ohio. Sunny day in Peterborough. Hi, Michaela. I hope you're okay, sweetheart. So let's get straight into demo. I am going to use the Spring Blooms. I'm going to make it very pretty in pink today. So if you haven't seen Quattro, it's the 4-stage process that gives you beautiful embellishments that are 3D, look shop bought, shop finished. There is nothing in store now that we as handmade card makers can't make. It's so, so cool. For the ladies and gents in the USA, you need to tune in for our product preview for HSN2. I've got some very exciting news for you all on that front. Hopefully I'll be able to tell you by the end of the week, fingers crossed. You'll have to stay tuned for that one. So let's get straight into demo. Now, as you can see, I have been playing and all my bits and pieces are on the back, rather mucky, but I'm not precious about it because I've done half of the demo to stop myself from being here 4 hours. So I have 2 pieces of white cardstock here, and as you turned on the video there, you saw me adhering them to the glass mat. Yes, the glass mat is in Monday's show. I'll talk you through it on product preview because it's a little bit more exciting than you're just seeing it here in its pretty form on my desk. So let's go through the stencils. So if you're brand new to Quattro D, first thing you get in your kit is your 4 stencils, okay? I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time. Now, these are brilliant for batch making, okay? So I would say if you're making lots of cards, do all the stenciling on all of the cards, all of the stamping, all of the die cutting, and all of the embossing. Get a pile of 3D embellishments, and then you are good to go. So let's start with number 1. So they're all numbered in the corner, and there's a couple of ways you can line them up if you're watching for the first time. So make sure the number's looking at you. It's just on the top left. If there's no number looking at you, you will stencil through the incorrect way. So make sure the number is looking at you on the corner. I'm just going to pop it up here, and I'm going to do 2 cards at the same time. So let's just move that in. Now, I am using my Show Grip mat. Now, stay tuned for Monday for this one to check this one out. So I'm just going to use the magenta, which is one of our brand new inks, super bright, super wonderful. And Mary says she can't wait to see what's coming on HSN. There's some new goodies on there for our lovely USA fans that haven't actually been to the UK yet. So you get a little taste of having something new for a change. As much as I love my UK fans, they are my family, it is sometimes nice to give the USA a little bit of a heads up, should we say. So I'm just going to use some of this. I'm just going to blend through, and I'm not being careful about it. Just get some colour through. So we've got a lay down of colour. I'm just using everyday cardstock here as well. So I'm going to pop a little bit of pink through and a little bit of orange as well. So on our Facebook pages, hi Paula Bridges, hi Elaine Queen, hi Brenda Denici. Rain it and mist it in Scottish Highlands. Ooh. The weather's coming in. Are we all ready for it? So I'm just popping a little bit of orange around the edges, maybe a little bit in the centre too. So you can see I'm not precious. I don't actually like the smooth blend on Quattro D. I love the sporadicness of it, which gives you that ghost-like effect. That's how I like to use it anyway. But it is personal preference. If you like clean, simple, sterile, then you can absolutely do that. So I'm just moving on to the second one here. So I'm doing 2 cards at the same time, but you can imagine now if you want to do 5 cards, and you can absolutely do that, can't you? So let's get this one on it. Now, my Show Grip mat's not letting my ink move all over my mat. It's keeping it still for me, which is fabulous. So let's just get this colour down. Because normally what happens is this, isn't it? It's a nightmare. But on here, it's perfect. Right, let's get this colour down. So a little bit of pink. Oh, Peggy Griffin says, overcast and cool in New England. Beautiful day here in Aberdeenshire, Scotland. It's changing. It is changing. I'm not sure. I do like this sort of time, but it's a little bit of a shock, isn't it, to the system? So there we have our 2 sort of first layers. Super easy. So layer number 1. Layer number 2. So again, the number needs to be in the top corner here. I'm just going to pop it in the corner of the card. Now, if you don't want to line it up in the corner of the card, you can stencil through the hearts to get that Latin format back up if you want to. But I think you'll probably just line it up in your card. So pink again, just get this pink through here. I don't want it to be like too dark, but I would like it to be a bit of a pop of colour too. So I would probably say have a little peak underneath as you add your colours rather than add loads of colour and then, because you can't really take it away. Here we go. Just when I thought, oh, there is nothing I love on HSN Craft Day, I'll have to watch the preview. Peggy, I think you're going to like it. I've got some exciting news for you all too. So, oh, the daisy, don't put your hand in your ink pad. because they're juicy, as you all know. Look at that now, I've got pink fingers. Oh, next one. So I'm doing 2 at the same time here. So that's that one. So that's number 2. So already it's coming together beautifully. So if you have this one or it's on its way, you're going to be able to do this card as soon as your products land. And there's lots of other fabulous demonstrations on there as well. So you're going to be able to check those out. So let's just get rid of the pink for now. Bring in some green. I'm going to bring in my green and yellow because I would like a lime green. The colour here is like a grass green, but I'm going to do like a limey greeny colour. If you add a touch of yellow over the green, it gives you that like zesty green, which is quite nice. And that's why I did the colours that I did, because, you know, mixing them together until we get our full range, you're easily done by mixing them together. So let's get some green. Enjoying the demo, Patricia. She's in the caravan in Derbyshire. Very nice. Hi, Kate. Let's have a look back to our lovely YouTube channel too. Right, let's get some colour. So I'm just doing a dash of green all over first. Don't be afraid to put 2 colours through one stencil, because again, it gives you that sort of creativity. Now I'm just going to grab my yellow one here, and I'm just going to add some yellow through as well, so you can see. Can you see how it gives you that like zesty colour too? I like the sort of colour, the pop of this one. So not too much, but just enough. And then we'll lift this one up. And then pop it onto this one. Isn't it cool, mate? I mean, I'm literally making 2 cards at the same time. And you could absolutely change up the colour here. You don't have to do 2 the same like I'm doing. Absolutely change up that colour. Could do one purple, one pink. And then like so. So that's 2. And let's get rid of that one. And then our last one, number 4. Make sure the number's looking at me. Do we all love Quattro D? I think we do, don't we? I was just going to tell you something else, and I thought, no, wait till product preview. Wait till product preview. You've got to tune in. So second one, I'm just going through with just the green here on top. So I'll get that hue of that zesty green underneath. Now you see the centres here. Let's do a nice purple centre. Hold the stencil in place. There we go. And then let's go on to our second one. And you could do a 3rd, a 4th, a 5th, couldn't you? You really could. For the love of craft, I want that map. You have all been waiting so long for it, haven't you? We have been asked about the die cutting machine as well, the electronic die cutting machine. That is not going to be in the show. Just not going to be here. So I think we're looking at maybe launching that one next year. So let's just have a look here. So we have our lovely 2 images stenciled all through. Perfect. Look at that. How pretty. I mean, that just with a sentiment on a nice card, literally just brilliant. And the capability of being able to break down Quattro D is just second to none. I think as well, you know, moving forward, Stamps by Me really have broke the back of the craft industry, you know, been really, really creative and innovative. Do you think? Like now, I feel like if I've just got a stamp, I feel a little bit like, where's the rest? Or if I just a regular 3D embossing folder, I'm like, where's HD? Sounds a bit snobbery, doesn't it? But it's true. Oh. So true. Cup of tea. Hi, Jeannie Quinn. I hope you're well. Yes, Brenda loves Quattro D. Quattro D is amazing. So our next Quattro D are not florals. So let's have a guess. What do we think it might be? Let's have a chit chat. What do we think it might be? Right, let's get these two stamps. Now, the beauty of doing them as we have with our stencils in the corner is we can stamp them in the same place and not have to move the stamp. So I'm just going to pop the stamp, our design, into the corner of our Eureka and hold it in place. And I'll only have to line the stamp up once. So if I'd stenciled 5 of this design, then I just have to pop the cardstock in the same place in the Eureka. It's super cool. So let's just line our stamp up here. I'm just going to go black. Like so. Jan Robbins has put a bride and a groom. Interesting. Not giving anything away. Christmas. Butterflies. Oh, there's a few of you have said Christmas. Can't get enough of these, Elaine. Oh, you do crack me up, you guys. You really do. And now we have our lovely design on there with our stamp. So all I'm going to do here is take this one out, because that one's sort of done till we die cut, and we'll add our next one. And again, I'm not going to have to move the stamp because it's stenciled in the same place. If you look, when you come to shut your door, it will be in exactly the same place. So I would encourage, if you are using Quattro D, do several cards at the same time. So do all of your stencils, maybe do them all in different colours. And now, because we don't have to move the stamp, we can do 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 cards at the same time because we don't have to move anything. There we go. And then we can die cut all at the same time and we can emboss all at the same time. So let's just move this out of the way. Just pop this on the back here. Right, so let's die cut this one, okay? So bring in our mats. Would it be animals? Such as these cogs. Would love to see something for men. Will the machine be usable in the US, Peggy? Yes, Peggy. We'll have a different plug on for you, sweetheart, if that's what you mean. Get rid of all this nonsense tape around my die. I've used it that many times. Here we go, look. And then we'll just die cut this one out. So you get a little bit of a bigger border on our Quattro D. Don't be fearful of it. It doesn't bite. There is a reason for it. Children. What's our lovely friends on YouTube? Are they saying anything? What they think it might be next? Let's have a look. Country scenes, butterflies, cottage, birds. I don't want to give too much away, but it's none of the above, ladies and gents. Oh dear. Right, so there's one topper. Look at that. I mean, come on. Absolutely stunning, just like that, hey? Just like that. And then we'll cut this one. So I know I've said it once already, but I really, really, really do encourage batch making with Quattro D. Don't just mess up your stencils with a colour. Do several, make several. If you're doing what I've said for years, if you're doing one, do three. Let's do it. If you're doing one, do three. So stencil 3, and you'll have 3 cards ready to go. Golden retrievers, please, Tony. Oh, do you know how complicated Quattro D is? Oh, crikey. I'll have a look though. I won't rule it out. So we have our second embellishment. 2 now. So let's move this out of the way and let's go straight to the 3D. And then we have some work to do with our card because we're not just doing a plain card today. I'm going to show you another way to use the kit, Quattro D kit, in a different way. So here's our 3D. So I'm just going to feel it here. The raised part needs to be at the back. So if it's got the rise, that needs to be at the back. Bring the embellishment to the front, and the push at the back will push through here, making it 3D. So the rise element always needs to be at the back. And if it helps, like grab a pen. I mean, that'll just rub off because that's not permanent. But grab a pen or a pencil, whatever, and put a star on the back, like so. So you know that's the raised bit. So then when you come to use your embellishment, you always know that that little star at the back is the raised bit. Does that make sense? Or a little mark, or rise and fall, whatever resonates with you with embossing folders, mark them up accordingly, and then you're never going to get it wrong. And do you know what? Even if you do it on the opposite side of the way, do you know what? It still looks cool anyway. But I know a lot of you will be wanting the sort of 3D embellishment. Denise Rigatano, tulips. Maybe. We do like our florals, but the next ones are not florals. But we have more florals. We have lots of designs already made. Obviously, they're allocated throughout the rest of this year and early next. Let's have a look at this look. So you can see the 3D on the back there. Please imagine it on the front. It's difficult to see with the colour, but it's definitely textured. It's got the rise and fall. It's beautiful. So that's that one. Let's do our next one. Pop this one in 2. You might want to tape it down for your first time, but I don't think you'll tape it down thereafter. Sentiments. Elaine, sentiments, maybe. Brenda Denici, fashion. Move on, move on. Oh, I never get tired. I never get tired of this. I really don't. Amazing. Right. Oh, I need this. So let's just set these aside for now and let's make a beautiful big card. So this is going to be for an extra special, absolutely an extra special person here, guys. So what I'm going to do is I have a massive 8x8 card here. So I have this sort of like nice design panel in the centre, which is probably 7x7, the next size down. First thing I'm going to do though is, because my embossing folder's just gone through with some ink, if you look at my embossing folder here, you can see the ink's transferred to the inside of my embossing folder. It's gone dark a little bit. So what I'm going to do, because I don't want the ink on my card, I'm just going to run this through just to clean it. Now you can spray it, baby wipe it, whatever you want. I've not got access to that, so I'm just going to get rid of that little bit of excess ink. So this will make a different card, I suppose. I'm just going to get rid of that excess ink onto a piece of scrap card first. So you can see, I mean, it's still beautiful. Look at this. And it's actually transferred that ink into that. Absolutely beautiful. But I would like my card on this one to be white, but look at that. Is that not just amazing? I never get tired. Never, ever, ever. So I have my card here, look. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the image in the centre-ish. Now, how do I want it on my card? Let's think. Maybe on an angle. I think I'm going to go, yeah, let's go here-ish. Let's go about there, like so. So let's run this one through. So in the, oh, I need to be careful there because my card's stuck out. Push it in a bit, Tony. There we go. So people using the request video button, if you type in what it is, what video you're actually looking for, or what it is from the actual video, like the product, the technique or something like that, it'll actually bring up the video. Some of you may be experiencing blank emails. You need to pop in what it is you're actually looking for. So now I have a clean one. Look at that. Absolutely gorgeous on my card. Have a nice clean one there now for us. I'm sorry, I'm getting a lot of typing messages and I don't actually quite understand them all myself. So, but basically, if you would like to see a technique, pop it in to the video, type in what it is you want in, i.e. A technique or a product that you're wanting to be used, and we'll definitely have a look at it for you. Right, so let's get this card matte and laid onto here. So we've got white onto black. We see here, so I just did a subtle black line around here, nothing fancy. So let's get this onto here. Mary says, will Quattro come to HSN? Absolutely, stand by. So let's get this onto this black. So we have that nice subtle border around there, okay? So what we're going to do now is I'm going to put some pads behind this one, just in the centre. And staying away from the edge. I don't know what I'm doing yet. I don't know where I'm going to pop these lovely flowers. So let's just pop this into the centre. Now you could actually do it on an angle, it would look nice, but I'm just going to go right in the centre here. So I'm doing a big card here, but for our lovely USA followers who traditionally like to do smaller maybe, just scale it down a bit, trim it down a little bit. It can make a beautiful 5x5 if you wanted to also, or a 5x7 or a little A2, but I think you'd only get one embellishment on for an A2. But look at these here. So I have these, look, I've got a whole bunch. I did some before I came to wear as well. Okay, so I felt like we could really jazz this up. Now you can pop, obviously they're huge. We could do some smaller ones. You can snip away so you've just got the embellishment over the corner here. Does this make sense? But what I really wanted to do was maybe, obviously I'd trim it down. And we see here, like so. Or the idea was, let me grab my scissors. Snip away some of the embellishments and create a nice topper. So let's put away this greenery on this one, for instance. This is where you're absolutely going to have so much fun. Now, as you can see, pop some pads behind this one, you're going to end up with a 3D embellishment. But equally, snip away the white, obviously, but equally, if you snip in again, you can create your own composition. So let me just get rid of the white. So now I have my own sort of cluster corner. Can we see that here? So I'm going to have a play around a little bit. Let's, on this one, Let's take away this big one. And let's take away this one from here. Big old card, big old card. Can you just see though, when I say to you, you know, there's just so many different ways. I just love it. I just absolutely love it. And I can build my own or do we just need this one up here with this one? Going to be a big card is this. I absolutely love it. I do like big cards on occasions. So then here, look, here's some of the greenery that we've just snipped away. What we could glue underneath just to finish our lovely corner. Oh, a bit chaos now, isn't it? Let's have a look. Let's rethink. Let's rethink. I do like it. I love it in any way. I know that. Do we think just one corner or do we think two? Let's have a look. So do we think we should just maybe do something like this? Or do you think we should maybe do something like this? We'll do that and put our sentiment at the top. Oh, decisions, decisions. Look at that. We could maybe just put some green. And then we'll put our scent. How do we think? Do we think, and then shall we put a sentiment here on a black? Let's do that, hey? What do we think? You can see all of these lovely embellishments. What can absolutely build? You could build. Right, let's just go with this for now. Let's get our lovely sentiment on. Now, we could use those lovely tab washi tapes if you wanted to. Looks lovely either way. Well, either way, you get the idea. You'll have your own style, your own design. I'm just here to try and sort of inspire you to use them and not put them in that bottom drawer and leave them there. So let's just grab a stamp from, oh gosh, so many to choose from. Let's go with the one from Lamination, Be Happy. We've got, let's have a look what we've got on it. Shall we just go with a straight congratulations to stop the card from being busy? So in this, which is this one, if you got this one home, I'm using the congratulations, which is this one across the top. So I'm just going to grab this stamp up here and let's stamp it onto some white card. I always guarantee my binner's got a scrap of white card. So this card isn't constructed and we could actually do it over the corner. That'd be quite cool. We could create like a banner. See, it's coming to me now. It's all coming to me now. So let's just stamp this sentiment. That's the wrong one. I thought it was. Just get rid of that one for now. And let's stamp this one. Just stamp this in black and we'll trim it down. Stamp this one in black. Yeah, bigger sentiment maybe, Wendy. See, I don't want to hide that embossing in the back as well, but I guess it is actually in the back for a reason, so we're not finished yet though. I think I might leave this just white. Now you could pop a black border around if you wanted to, but I'm just gonna trim it with my scissors very loosely. Don't ask me how I got that straight like that. So let's start to construct this a little bit. Let's get some pads on and get that dimension on there. So let's pop one under here. This is a card for an extra special person. You don't mind paying the postage because it's a little bit more dearer. And then I'm going to put a pad on this one. And then we'll tuck these in flat with glue or with tape. Just so they're peeking out the top, not too heavy. And then our congratulations, I'm just going to raise. I'm just going to leave it white. So I think if I put a black border around it, I might lose the detail in that embossing at the back. So I'm going to leave it white. I'm going to leave it classic, but equally. You can totally go to town on the layers. Wendy, love it. Hey, I have an idea in my head. I knew this is sort of the idea. I was planning on doing a big one up here and a big one up here, but actually they're too big. The card's just not. Pop it there. I don't like things in centres. I'm a bit funny. I'm a bit of a funny onion. Congratulations there. And then let's really step it up now. So we need some glitter and some glue. Now I'm going to, have I got mine? So dry glue that dries clear, remember? So this will be white when I put it on here, but it will dry absolutely clear. So I'm just going to pop some on here. So not all over. Don't sort of like kill your card, as I would say normally, by adding so much sparkle. But I'm just adding a highlight on the leaves down one side maybe. And I'm not going anywhere near the outskirts of the flower. The centre, yes. The outskirts, absolutely no. And I wouldn't embellish, make it all sparkly like the top one will stay plain. And then the dots on the flowers, just random. Like so, and then we'll add some sparkle. I'll catch it on some card. So you've got all your sparkly glitters now as well, so. So just on this one. Now that glue will dry clear, so all you'll end up with is the sparkle. Don't forget that. Don't think, oh, you've ruined it. It's got a big white mark on. It dries clear. I think that's it. Need my Hoover. My son has my Hoover. my little desktop hoover. So there we go. For the picture, it will have dried clear, because I'll wait till it dries clear to get the lovely thumbnail picture for you all. Karen Bradley, maybe alphabets, maybe. So what do we think? And we see that embossing in that centre there. See that 3D embossing in the centre as well. It's a big card. It's a big card. It's not for the faint-hearted, but equally you could break it down and do as you please. It'd look incredible in gold embossing powder and rather than a black outline. But you get the idea. The purpose of today's show was more about showing you batch making. You really, really need to get into the idea of doing 3 instead of 1 and having it all out and being able to stamp all at the same time without moving the stamp and embossing all at the same time. Do them all together. If you're making 1, make 3, as always. So I hope you like that one. I'll take a picture of it so you can practice it yourself or play with it yourself when you get yours home. But equally, this technique will work just as well on your peony and your magnolia if you didn't buy the ones I launched a couple of days ago. So there we go. So very, very busy week, guys. Stay tuned. Make sure you scan that QR code for all of the up-and-coming shows. I will do a social media, Facebook shout out as well, letting you know when I'm live. Do not miss product preview. You can watch HSM product preview if you're not in America as well, if you want to. But the product preview for birthday over on Create and Craft, launching Monday at 4 p.m. is going to be this week. So stay tuned for that one. Do not miss out, because I promise you, I cannot be held responsible for anybody that misses out on something they've been waiting a long time for. I'm giving you a lot of notice, So stay tuned for that. Have a beautiful afternoon, and I will see you all later. Take care, everyone. Bye.